He just made one bad move after the other. He was fucking around with his maid. And this is not something we do. You know, we go out as men, we screw around, we're a bunch of dogs, we're in heat all the time. We got the testosterone popping out of our fucking shirts. But me and Frankie are in his house talking with him, and he's talking about Gloria, his maid, was questioned by the FBI on the street. She's got a Colombian accent. He's so good looking, that agent. So Paul's upset about it. Jerk off over here turns around and I go like this. I said, Paul, do you want me to take care of this problem? He looks at me and he says, what? And now I get a swift kick into my leg. Frankie kicked me. What the fuck did Frankie kick me for? What am I doing wrong? Then he says, say that again. And the veins in his neck, now I dealt with him, I got his veins out of his neck a few times, but those veins are sticking out of his neck. And he said, what the fuck did you say? Paul, maybe I think I lost my mind right now. I said, I don't know what I said. I said, if you need me, am I saying something wrong? I get another kick. I said, oh my God. It goes away, it's over. We walk out of the house. Frankie gets on one knee, he grabs me because we know where the cameras are. We know he can't see it, so that's the way of hugging. He's hugging me. He says, you are so fucking nuts. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? What's the matter? He said he loves this fucking broad. He'll kill me and you for her. The 5th Cadillac in the garage, is a big fucking garage, is Gloria's. And Gloria dictates to his wife now. No. Sammy, did you see what reaction he got? You didn't do nothing. You did a normal thing, but didn't you see the reaction? He was fuming when you did that. He's doing that to his wife. Now, he might have been fuming at me, but I lost a lot of respect for him. Because I told Frankie, he's got $1 gazillion. He can get the most beautiful girl on the planet, buy her a fucking house, buy her a Cadillac, make all the payments, go there every once in a while, do your little bullshit thing and go home. What are you, she's fucking 2 feet, well, she's bigger than 2 feet, but 2 feet, fat and ugly. Besides, what the fuck? And you expose your wife and kids and everybody like that in the house?
Who knew the story behind it?
Well, they know. Obviously, other people know.
God.
I didn't know it. I'll give you an example of Cosa Nostra. That's crazy. Tato, who's my mentor, who talks to me and teaches me about Cosa Nostra, a different way than the Colombos, he says, one day, I'm in the restaurant, and it's a neighborhood restaurant, and he says, I'm sitting with my gumara. A gumara is his girlfriend. You got your wife and your gumara, your girlfriend. You're treating her almost like a wife. You see it in movies all the time. He says, and the door opens up, and Carlo Gambino and 4 or 5 guys walk in. They go to the other side, and they sit at a table. Back then, you don't even reckon, you don't wave, hey, Carl, you don't do nothing like that. You don't even send a drink, you don't do nothing. You just look at him. You may have tilt your head like you just did, tilt your head a little bit, or look eye to eye. That's us saying hello to each other. You don't, this is a secret society and a brotherhood. Forget Gotti. This was back then. It's a secret society. He may look back and give you a little head shake. He's acknowledged you. Now, there's a guy sitting there, there's 5 of them. One guy gets up and he walks over to Tato. Hey, Tato, how you doing? There's an empty chair right next to Carl. He says, go sit in the chair over there, an empty chair for a minute. What's your girl's name? Rosie? Hey, Rosie, my name is blah, 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 blah. How you doing? And he gets into a bullshit conversation to keep her occupied. He goes over and he sits with Carl. Carlo Gambino tells him, according to Tato, how you doing, Tato? Oh, good, Carl. How are you doing? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. That woman over there, that's your gumana? Yeah, what's her name? Rosie. She's a beautiful girl. She really is a beautiful girl. He said, you come to this restaurant all the time, right? Yeah. You come here with your wife once in a while too, no? Yeah. Let me ask you something. What do you think these people think when they see you now with your gumana? Oh, they don't think nothing. They ain't never gonna say nothing. No, of course they're not gonna say nothing. They're afraid of you. They're not gonna say nothing. I don't mean to you or to me. What do you think they say to each other? What do you think they say when your wife comes in? Tato's girlfriend is so much prettier than his wife. Look at the difference in the bodies, how gorgeous that one is. You don't think they're gonna talk like that? They're human beings. They're not gonna say nothing, I agree with you. But I don't look at it that way. Oh, all right. But it's pretty obvious. So let me ask you a question, Tato. Do you love your wife? Of course, Paul, I do love my wife. Let me ask you something, Tato. Do you love me? Of course, Carl, of course I love you. I hope you don't love me like you love your wife. Go ahead, go sit with your good mother. Now, maybe a lot of people who hear this won't even understand what the fuck this is. This is Cosa Nostra to the core. This is true Cosa Nostra. How do you think I felt knowing Paul is doing this with the maid? It might be funny to people. His maid in the house in front of his wife and kids and things. Well, I mean, of course he's not hugging her and kissing her, leaving that thing right in the house. So when I look at it, when you get maid and you're a maid guy, we're brothers. Your wife is my sister-in-law. Your kids are my nieces and nephews. I'm in the bar, I see your daughter, God forbid. And she's acting a little stupid for a girl. Come over here. Don't give her no more drinks. Go home. Get the hell out of here. The guy looks, you, get out of here. Go home. You're not behaving nice. I'm your father's friend. Go home. We do that. We care about your wife and your kids. He is the father of the family. So he's my father. He made me. She would take my son, Gerard. Oh, little Gerard, come over. When I would go with my kid, put him on the thing, sit down, give him milk and cookies. She literally was like my grandmother. She was a lot older than me. But she was my mother, according to Cosa Nostra. How the fuck could you do this? Is funny when you don't know. But picture now your father, not Paul, doing this to your mother. How would you feel? That's the way I'm supposed to feel. This is my father, this is my mother. Dad, what the fuck are you doing, bro? I like to fuck just like you, but in the house like this, bro. Mommy looks like a fucking rig, and other people know about it too. She looks like a fool to the world. Is that what you think of her? That's Cosa Nostra. People don't hear that, people don't know it. People think when you watch all these movies that we go out and we shoot people and we fucking drink and party and that's all we do. We're not human, that's all we do. And it seems like we always talk about the worst. You want to talk about the worst of me, the 19 murders. You want to talk about the worst. You don't want to talk how I feel with that. How I felt maybe on some of those murders tore me the fuck apart. I went to a funeral that I caused, but I didn't cause it, he caused it. So when I went to the funeral, the box, and I didn't sign the cross, of course I said it to myself, look what the fuck you did. You knew I would be shooting you. That's our life. But you broke these fucking rules. You knew you would die. Whether it's me or Tommy or Lenny, you knew this would happen. It was me. I killed you. But look what the fuck you did. Look over my shoulder. Look at your family. You did this. You gave me this fucking scar in my heart, you fuck. I loved you like a brother. You forced this. And if I don't do it, I die. And you die anyway. That's our rules. That's the life. That's Cosa Nostra.